We'll have to wait for nightfall to sneak into the castle. Why don't we chill at the inn for a bit?
busy work like this.
Well, if it ain't the boss! Welcome, welcome!
Lunar! But you look like a Hellion!
Oh dear, look at that face! You're scaring me, boss!
We don't have time to toy with the likes of you. Come on, I'll settle this right here and now.
What exquisite anger! It makes me so hungry!
Here he comes!
Sleeping dragon!
The malevolence he emits is incredibly strong.
You mean it's just like with the Cardinal before?
Don't think about anything else until we beat it!
Got it!
Glimmer dragon!
What a brute!
Lightning blade! Rising
Attack, Foul Beast! Raging Beast! Dragon Bang! Sword Ring! Scumbag! Sword Ring! What a brute!
You sure are strange, Saray.
Really? Definitely weird.
You're also really...
Not weird.
Damn it! Still not enough?
It's the end of the line, Lunar.
Now!
Got it! What is this feeling?
Watch out! There's someone else here!
Might you refrain from acting out of turn?
That voice!
Shut up! Don't interfere with me!
Foolish, reckless fox. Your role was to lead them on, if you recall. If you act recklessly and provoke his anger, what will we do then?
Wait!
This wasn't the plan, but I'm flexible.
Whoa! What the? No, you fuck! Ready? No escape! It's over! Don't push yourself hard! Slice the wind! Ready? Shatter Bang! Have some healing! Rising Sands! Rising Sands! Purify the Fairy Soul! What a formidable opponent!
You'd better go after him, or you'll lose him, girl. Surely you won't let him get away with such a vile betrayal.
Then that so-called job offer.
It was a trap!
Damn it.
Quit messing around and show yourself!
What's your hurry? Relax. This is just the opening act.
I'll relax when you're good and dead.
Dazzle, do you know whose voice that is?
How could I forget? That's who I've been after for so long.
What?
Haven't you noticed, Lila?
I have. There is no malevolence within this domain.
Meaning that whoever's generating this isn't a Hellion.
What could this mean? Enough, all right? Come on! Let me out.
His will is not to be ignored.
Lunar!
Ah! Yeah!
What is going on?
Rather productive for an opening act. What splendid anger you've shown me, girl. If it should blossom into hatred. Oh, but how happy he will be.
Who is she?
I've waited so long.
Indeed, the time is ripe for both of us.
Wait, Dazzle! She's not a Hellion!
Like I give a damn. You turn my friends into Hellions and drag the name of the Wind Riders through the mud?
What are you talking about, Dazzle?
Do you mean to say that the girl still doesn't know? Splendid. Oh, how splendid. The perfect scene has been set.
Dazzle, no!
Let me go! This moment is what I've been living for!
Everyone stop! This whole thing is wrong! Saray, Dazzle, what's going on?
Dear, dear girl. Let me fill you in. In a desperate effort to preserve and continue the Wind Riders, who were his last concrete connection to his dead comrade, this seraph abused your remarkable resonance to periodically commandeer your body, steering you all into the darkness, recreating the Wind Riders as an assassin's guild. Then, in his quest to kill a Hellion, he set his sights on the power of the Armatus, using you over and over as a vessel to enact his vengeance. It was all right, he thought. It was all to avenge his friend. I do wonder if you agree.
That's right. And to take my revenge against you, I would do it all again in a heartbeat!
That's enough, creepy little girl, for now.
Yeah, there's something wrong about all of this.
Let's get out of here!
I think not.
She became a Hellion? Why?
If words alone won't make you remember, well, like I said, I'm flexible.
So, you show your true colors at last.
Dang it!
I'm like you! I'm gonna kill you! That's the only reason I live!
Oh, how lost you are in the illusion of self-affirmation.
What are you saying?
It's quite pitiful, really, though I do understand how you got like this.
Try this on!
It's over!
One man ahead! The Dazzle Blast! So... Freeze!
Think hard. What was it that you truly desired? Back then, how and why did you lose your friend after killing a Hellion? What happens to its malevolence? Are you really so sure you want this to be your vengeance?
Shut up!
Try and remember. Was it by my doing that you lost your friend? Why is it you're so attached to the Wind Riders? What is it you're truly after?
Had enough of your crap!
You really are lost, aren't you? How poignant.
Lila, get ready to purify her!
Not this time. I'm gonna kill her!
Dazzle!
What?
You mustn't! There's no other way. No! He's broken the pact?
Dazzle!
Tisk, tisk. I can't let you do that.
What? But why?
Saray, this isn't the time!
All right.
Again, I can manipulate the senses of others, deceive them through illusion. So when it looked like you'd suddenly turned into a Hellion, precisely. Though for the record, the Hellion was real.
Ready? Lila, use the authority of the Prime Lord to stop Dazzle.
I can't! The Sublord has broken the pact!
Can that even be done?
Not usually! It can't be done from the Sublord's side! My, this is getting interesting.
Go for it! Tell me what it is you're after!
There is something you should know, Shepard.
What?
Let me show you exactly what mischief your Seraph friend has wrought.
How's this?
All he did was merely give his blessing. That's all. But not every blessing of the Seraphim is one that brings fortune to the people.
Finally! Finally, I can kill you! Die!
I really enjoy traveling with them. We're so lucky.
Yeah, I'm truly grateful.
And of course, I want to bring the Wind Riders under Rolance's wing. You're the greatest in the land.
But engagement to you, Prince Conan? It's like a dream.
I'm sorry to see our journey end, but all's well that ends well.
No. I don't want this to end.
Don't let up out there! Go!
Prince Conan, the captain is missing!
Get away from her right now!
Who are you to order me around?
He's already a Hellion.
Huh? Who are you talking to?
You all smell so delicious. It's driving me wild.
How could he have completely turned into a Hellion in such a short amount of time?
Your Highness, what is this nonsense about us killing the first Imperial Prince?
Guards! The traitor scum are here!
A trap, huh? You sick lunatic.
How can this be?
It appears that Brad, the leader of the Wind Riders, has murdered the prince. He is already in custody of the Pendrago City Guard. All other Wind Riders are likewise under arrest.
Understand? It's all because Prince Conan became a Hellion, and at the urging of his Hellion greed, he sought to eliminate all hindrances. And by now, I imagine that you've already guessed what made him a Hellion. Have you not? Him.
I might be willing to pardon you, at least, if you'll agree to be mine.
What?
Oh, come now. You'd be the kept woman of the heir to the throne! A greater honor does not exist.
Why you?
Come on!
Behold, this is the fruit of your blessing. Do you have any idea what people call those with this kind of power? Angels of death.
It was all my fault. All my fault.
Looks like someone finally remembers his past.
Rose! Jessel! Move it!
And now the real fun starts, Shepard. Pay close attention.
Rose.
Jessel, don't move. Got it?
Why you?
You mustn't! Rose is horribly wounded. Even if you purify the malevolence, she doesn't have the strength to handle the burden. You mustn't attack now! Rose...
If we don't do anything, Rose will become a Hellion.
Except her wounds will kill her even before that happens. A shepherd is faced with difficult choices sometimes. Isn't that right? Better decide quickly, Shepard. Your darling comedian doesn't have long. Silence!
Hold it, Soleil. Get back for a moment. I have a plan.
What?
Oh, Shepard, do quit your desperate flailing about. You risk making a mess of the grand stage I spent all this time preparing.
Soleil. Listen.
Jessel, don't push yourself.
Just listen to me. We have to sever the bond between Rose and the Hellion.
Even for the shepherd, that would be nothing short of a miracle.
It's impossible.
Soleil. Hand me that thing you cut from Savid. It can fire strength itself, right? And I shall be that strength. I shall be your attack.
What do you mean?
Even as he is absorbed into the Hellion, he'll become an attack with a will of its own. He'll find the bond between Rose and the Hellion and sever it without hurting her body.
But that's just suicide!
If I can summon up the last reserves of my strength, and merge them with the power stored in this one remaining bullet, I can stay myself long enough to break the bond, while leaving Rose untouched. Saray, neither Rose nor I can afford to waste any more time. You understand, don't you?
Jessel? No!
Counting on you. Don't mess this up! More of wind!
Rose, I'm so sorry. It was me. I caused you, the Wind Riders, everyone to suffer. It's all my fault.
That's what was bugging you? I suppose from the outside it looked like we were suffering. But as far as I'm concerned, these have been the happiest years of my life. 5 years ago, when everything went pear-shaped, we could have been tossed to the winds. But instead, we got to travel again together as the scattered bones and the sparrow feathers. I was so happy. In fact, I'm grateful to you. Really. Hey, come on. There's gotta be more you want to say.
I'm useless. In the end, I wasn't good for a damn thing. But I can say I did one thing right. Just one. And that one right thing made everything else worthwhile. I'm eternally grateful to you too, Rose. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell Saray and the others that it wasn't all bad. Romping around those ruins with all those nutballs.
I will.
And if they get bummed out about this, tell them, hey, I thought you had good to do in the world. Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe. And then, give them a good kick in the ass for me.
Yeah.
Good luck out there. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah!
Rose!
Oh, thank goodness.
So, how does it feel? What do you think, Shepherd? To be as infatuated with someone as he once was? Is it not right that Seraphim, whose blessings only cause misfortune, should not be allowed to exist? Was not his very existence evil to the core and deserving of extermination?
Lies!
You've got quite a bark, girl. Those are some plucky words from one who once sought to kill the shepherd for the same reasons.
Who are you anyway?
I am Simone. Like him, a wretched, pitiable seraph, burdened with countless sins. And now, Exeunt.
Wait!
I suggest you make time to grieve.
I told everyone to meet here tomorrow morning. Sometimes it's best to be alone for a while.
Thanks, Mikleo.
Saray, don't worry about it too much. I need a bit of a walk myself. Dezel's death, his shameful acts, and the things Simone said. Perhaps they're all things the Shepherd has to accept in order to quell the Lord of Calamity.
I'm just not sure how to feel about it all.
I was thinking you should quit.
What?
Just hear me out. I used to think that when the Shepherd was getting crushed and overwhelmed by his duty or by his destiny, that it was something that you could just up and quit. Until yesterday, that is. Things are different now.
For Dezel's sake, if nothing else, I want to find the answers.
That's right. It isn't even some feeling of obligation so much as... I just want to know, in the hope that we won't make the same mistakes again. So that's why I no longer think you should quit.
We definitely have to find some answers.
Right. And it isn't just the Shepherd's duty either. This journey is something we, all of us, need to own.
That's true. Thank you.
There's no need for thanks. I just said how I truly feel.
Our friend, the creepy little girl, she said she was burdened with sins.
Right. And she also said that the Shepherd must know the truth of Seraphim, who carry such sorrowful burdens.
Of those whose mere existence means human suffering. Sometimes death can be a release. If just by living one causes terrible things to happen, then death would be.
Edna, stop right there!
I'm not talking about Dezel, you idiot.
You shouldn't be saying that about your brother either!
So what if I did? They're just words. It's probably nothing you haven't heard before anyway.
I still don't like it. I don't want to hear it right now.
Oh. Then there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah.
Saray. All I was really trying to say is that I think Dezel was saved in a way. I chose my words poorly, and it was wrong of me. I apologize.
Thank you, Edna.
Don't mention it.
Lila, what are you doing?
Oh, this?
That's incredible! How'd you do that?
Making paper crafts like this really takes the edge off for me. I forget about all my cares, and it's like I just enter my own little world.
I see.
Saray, you've got to stop carrying the burden all by yourself.
I think this one's gonna be tough, even if I share the burden. I find myself wondering, was there anything else I could have done? Should we have talked it over first? I just start thinking about things.
Moments of reflection are good for the spirit, Saray, but regrets solve nothing.
What's this?
Humans have a custom. Sometimes they send a paper boat down a river imbued with a remembrance of their lost one, so that it may reach them. Since Dezel was a wind seraph, I thought maybe a bird that soars through the air would be more fitting. Now, Saray, let's send it off.
I'm sure it reached him. Lila,
Yes?
thank you. But you mustn't try to carry the burden all by yourself either.
I'll be quite fine. There's no need to worry. I'm going to stay up here for a while. The wind feels comforting.
All right then. I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I too have a ways to go.
Morning, Saray. Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
You don't look like it.
Yo, Saray!
Oh, Zavid, you're still here.
Ouch! Lila, is he always this cold?
Well, it looks like everyone's here. Care to explain why you wish to enter the Sublord Pact?
No problemo. My goal is directly connected to the Shepherd's journey.
Your goal? Oh yeah, you said there were people you had to settle the score with.
Right. One of them being little Miss Edna's older brother. And the other? Mautellus.
Mautellus of the Five Lords?
The entire Glenwood continent is supposed to be under his protection, right? Except our baby boy toddled off somewhere, and right at that exact time, the Lord of Calamity shows up. Isn't that funny?
It can't be.
I didn't think it could be either. At first.
But if Maltellus really did become a Hellion and bind with Heldolf...
We'll need to confirm that's what happened.
And the only way to do that is to approach him directly.
Maybe. But we need to be able to stand against Heldolf's domain, or we're sunk.
And that's where I come in. If you'll let me fill the Dezel-shaped hole in your group, together we should be strong enough. How about it? It's in all our best interests, right?
What do you believe we should do?
Saray,
No. What were we talking about again?
Hey, can I have the floor?
Huh?
Hey! I thought you had good to do in the world! Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe! That's what he said. Oh, and he asked me to kick your ass a little too while I was at it. And then I told him I'd do my best out there. And so that's why I'm damn well gonna do my best out there. Why am I crying like this?
Rose.
He was really glad he got to travel with all of you. And I didn't even notice. But in the end, he was smiling. If only I talked with him more. Oh, forget it. I'm done.
Thank you for delivering his message to us. He was a kind watchdog up until the very end.
I'll say.
Guess you'll be okay from now on, huh, Rose?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
All right, let's go!
Hold your horses! Don't I get a pack thingy?
Oh,
Alrighty, so,